Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. Today we will present title RF Satellite Link Communication. My name is Nur Afifah binti Nanaswi. And my partner for this group, Rizwan Hakimi bin Muhammad Jafri and Muhammad Farid bin Jamil. Okay, I will present about the background of this title. Satellite communication make use of radio frequency link. Also, particular frequency are allocated for satellite communication through international regulatory registration and coordination process which prevent interference between systems. And also, RF satellite link is to introduce basic transmission parameter such as antenna gain, bandwidth, free space part loss, and the basic link power equation. For the objective, I have two point for objective. For the first, the desired signal power level on the satellite communication RF link, and for the second, the noise power level on the link. It bring together this concept to define overall RF link performance in percent of system noise. Purpose of object, I have 3 points. For the first point, satellite downlink transmitter. For the second point, downlink part. For the third point, ground station downlink receiver. By this purpose of project, the gain and loss on link, this model implement link budget calculation that determine whether a downlink can close with a given bit error rate. Simulation module, I will pass to my partner group.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Rizwan Hakimi. I will explain on the simulating models. As you can see here, this is the simulating models that our group choose. Okay. For this RF satellite link, it has three major title. The first one is satellite downlink transmitter, and then it will go to downlink path, and then ground station downlink receiver. And all this block can be programmed to our desired need, and then the result will go out on the yellow block. And here is power spectrum, HPA, constellation, and end-to-end. I will explain more for this block on the next slide. Okay, this is the parameter setting. The parameter setting can be tunable, and as you can see here, it has several settings, and I will only highlight the three topmost. The first one is the satellite altitude in kilometer. It will measure the distance between the satellite and the ground station, and for changing this parameter, it will update the free space path loss block, and the default setting is at 35,600. Second one is frequency in megahertz, and the carrier frequency of the link, and if changing this parameter, it will update the free space path loss block, and this default is 4,000 megahertz. And then the third one is transmit and receive antenna diameters. The first element in the vector, as you can see, it has two. You have two elements, left side and the right side. The first element is the to transmit antenna in diameter. This one is to use to calculate the gain in this dish antenna to gain block. And the second one on the right side is to receive antenna diameter and use to calculate the gain on the RX dish antenna to gain block. And once again, the default is 4 and 4. And I will explain briefly on the other settings, such as the noise temperature in Kelvin. And the default setting is 20 Kelvin. And HPA bed of level. And this one is to can select into 3 bed of level. The first one is 30 dB, 7 dB, and then 1 dB. And then the Doppler error. Doppler error can select onto 2 value. The first one is 0 Hz, and then the second one is 3 Hz. The phase noise also can be select in 3 value, and the value is negligible, low, and high. And then the IQ imbalance and DC offset. And this one have 5 types in the setting. I will briefly one by one. The first one is none. Second one is amplitude imbalance, phase imbalance, in phase DC offset, and then the quadrature DC offset. And then have digital predistortion. The next one is DC offset correction, Doppler correction, and also the last one is IQ imbalance correction. Okay, move on to the next slide. Okay, this slide is about the RF satellite link model, and this one is block by block. I will explain just the 3 main one. The first one is satellite downlink transmitter, and this block consists 5 blocks. The first one is Bernoulli binary generator. Second one is rectangular QAM modulator baseband. Third one is cosine transmitter filter, and the fourth one HPA nonlinearity, and then gain. For the downlink path, it only has 2 blocks. That are the free space path loss, the downlink path, and then the phase frequency offset, the Doppler error. And then the last main block is the ground station downlink receiver. This contain 11 blocks. I will explain the 3 one. The first one is the gain, the antenna gain. The second one is the receiver thermal noise, and then the third one phase noise. For the result for our MATLAB, I will pass to Faris.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Farid bin Jamil, and I'm going to present you the RF satellite link model result and analysis. So basically, RF satellite link model has 5 output displays, which consists first is power spectrum, second one is HPA AM to AM and AM to PM, third one is constellation before and after HPA. The fourth one is end-to-end constellation, and the fifth and the last one is bit error rate display, which it's pronounced as BER. So first off, I'm going to explain to you power spectrum. So power spectrum is the reason is it is to view the spectrum of the modulated or filtered signal, which you can see there. It's the yellow part, and the received signal before modulation, which is the blue part. So basically, comparing the two spectra allows us to view the effect of the following RF impairments. So first off is we can compare the spectral growth due to HPA nonlinearities caused by the memoryless nonlinearity block. So second, we can compare the thermal noise caused by the receiver thermal noise block, and the third one is we can compare the phase clicker caused by the phase noise block. So moving on to the next slide, which is HPA, AM, PM, and AM and AM PM. So this is to view the AM to AM and AM to PM conversion after HPA. These plots enable us to view the impact that the digital predistortion block and HPA have on the linearity of the signal. So as you can see here, this is the comparison from AM to PM. So moving on to the next slide. So on the next slide, I'm going to explain to you the output display for constellation before and after HPA. So basically, the output is for us to compare the constellation of the transmitted signal before, which is the yellow dot, and after, which is the blue dot, the HPA, after the HPA. So this plot enables us to view the combined effect of both the HPA non-linearity and digital distortion. So moving on. Moving on to the next slide, Afifah. Thank you. So this is the end-to-end constellation display. As you can see here, this enables us to compare the reference 16 QAM constellation, which is the red dot, with the received QAM constellation before demodulation on the yellow dot. So this plot enables us to view the combined effect of both the HPA non-linearity and digital distortion. So moving on to the last output, which is RF, which is bit error display. So basically, bit error rate is the number of bits error per unit time. As we are explained, basically the RF satellite link model have certain errors. So this is to identify the bit error rate of the whole RF satellite link model. So this plot enables us this display actually enables us to see the rate of the errors. So basically, bit error, the acceptable bit error ratio consists from nanobit to microbit. So moving on, Afifah. So this is the last slide, which is for our conclusion. So the first conclusion is we are understanding the in-depth about the RF satellite link model through MATLAB, and second one is parameter setting and knowing that all of the parameters can be changed or tunable, as Rizwan Hakimi explained. So for the last one is learning more about all the impairments through the output of the whole model. Moving on. So this is basically our references, which is first, we got through the official website for the whole RF satellite link model. The second one is from Fiber Optic, and the third one is a journal called Laboratory Experiments for Understanding the Effects of RF Impairments on Received Signal in Satellite Link. So that's all for our presentation. Thank you, sir, and we hope you'll get what we explained just now. Thank you.